Hey, happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to episode 1, or the inaugural episode of Rob's Rambles. So today, I'm going to start off this monthly series with a visit to Spencer, North Carolina, to the North Carolina Transportation Museum. And they have some sort of a live steam special going on here today. So I'm gonna go check that out. I'll take a little walk around here, make some videos, and take some photos of the attractions and let you see some of the stuff they got here. I'll probably do a little walk through the Roundhouse, and hopefully I can get the little excursion train running around with the NW GP9 620. I think they might be doing a pull-push thing today. I'll find out here in a little bit when I see it come back around. I just missed it, and well, I guess that's about it. So I just entered what used to be the machine shop, if I remember right, and this is where they hold most of the big events, and we'll go walk around. It's looking pretty cool already. Great Northern 484. I don't remember what class that is. Narrow gauge something. And another narrow gauge. It's got a very unique smell. That's interesting. Looks like beer kegs. Oh, Jack Daniels. Better. Pretty quiet. Comes another one. Actually, quite a few people here.
Talk to Bruce. Bruce can answer this question. The guy right there.
GS4 live steam. That's pretty cool. Another Great Northern 484 behind that. It's a USRA Mercado. Nickel plate Burke. I prefer to see that one running. A couple smaller engines. Like another Great Northern 484. Must be pretty popular. And let's see what's over here. Is that a big boy? Maybe a Challenger. It seems like all the ones that I want to see running are not running. There's some passenger trains over there. I'll walk over there in a minute and check that out. Looks like some European Flying Scotsman. It's B&O cars. Stuff's massive. Heard a guy say that they ran off of alcohol. And there's some more Great Northern 484s over there. That must be a pretty popular model. Place so big they got an airplane in here. Piedmont Airlines. I think that was one of their first airplanes they used. I think it's the old P-47, not P-47, it's C-47. See over here. If you're in the fire trucks or fire apparatus, they got some here. It's pretty cool. City of Lexington. for our military people out there. Got an old Dodge. Image courtesy of the U.S. Army Transportation Museum, Fort Eustis, Virginia. Pretty cool. Let's see. Headquarters 8 means it was like probably an S3 vehicle. I don't know what the 30 is or the 120. So many Army units have been deactivated over the last 75 years, from no telling. Pretty cool though. Nothing makes me laugh more than a little kid acting the fool. Mama don't want to spank him, but gonna call for dad. But this is interesting. I'm sure that's been in a number of parades. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this before. Electromagnetic weapons proof at a 2,000 mile range. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. A Railway Express truck. Be good for you modelers out there.
Yeah, they use that in the parade.
Wonder what year this is. Late 30s. So this building used to be the back shop. I don't have any idea what any of that machinery list means. I just assume that's what they had here. Used to be the largest manufacturing building in North Carolina. They're doing a lot of work.
You need to use the console.
No, you're all right. They got scaffolding up here working on the windows, I bet, up there. They're always doing something here, which is awesome. I don't mind coming here a couple times a year and giving them some money. They do a lot. Let's go out this door and go check out the Roundhouse. The south end of the back shop. See, they had an overhead crane at one point run through here. Back side of the Roundhouse. And you can see all the different color of brick that they used, or where the brick was discolored and where they've made repairs. So you modelers, pay attention and come back next month for episode 2, because I'm going to highlight all the different brick repairs and styles of brick, colors of brick. Be taking a walk down beautiful Lexington, North Carolina, and checking all that out. They have the Southern FP7 61 something running today, along with a little excursion train. There's some of the yard tracks they have adjacent to the yard, or to the Roundhouse. I can't remember what that brick building used to be. I think that was the train master's office. I think P61 just went by going out to Hickory in Statesville. I believe they leave Linwood, come over here to Spencer, which is only about 6 miles, I think. And then they set off in Spencer Yard, and then they have the I think it's P91 that runs down to Albemarle. That it builds this train out of Spencer and then heads down that line, if I remember right. Goodness, I got into a spot where I can see the majority of the Roundhouse. At least I can see them, you know, my eyes. But you see all these people, they're lined up to pay their $1 to get onto the turntable and get spun around on the turntable. About to look into the sun. It's not gonna be good for everybody. Probably a bad picture. Now, they painted this building green since I was here last fall. And I don't know if you can see way down there, you got that Caboose coming towards us. They're running the Caboose trips with the Southern FP7. We got a few minutes till they come back here. What we got over there? Atlantic Coastline. I think that says Seaboard. Airline, maybe? I can't quite read it. The sun's glaring off of there. Florida East Coast. So the car on the left is Florida East Coast. The one with the black roof is Atlantic Coastline. I don't know if you can read that. And then I don't know what that Caboose used to be, but they're doing something to it. It says VGNX on there. I don't know, maybe it's a fantasy Caboose. Who knows? I'm sure if you go to the North Carolina Transportation Museum website, they might have a description of it and what they're doing with it. And that right there, that little tiny whistle, is their whistle on the back of all Cabooses. Nothing more embarrassing than riding the shove as a conductor and you got that little itty bitty whistle to blow for the crossings. Pitiful is what it was. I had to do that a few times, that's why I'm saying it. It was pitiful. 6133, well, you know I had that right. Now, I don't know where the other excursion train is. Probably find it here in just a minute. All right. Now, I was in the Army 27 years. That don't mean I can count. So I'm gonna scroll by real slow and you can count all the stalls. I think there's 37 or 38. And these stalls on the right, this is where they restored the 611, and Sandy Alexander was instrumental in doing all that. He's to my knowledge, he is the only steam qualified Norfolk Southern engineer on the whole system, and he works out of Linwood. Never got the pleasure to work with him, but I've talked to him for a few times. There it is. There's your dollar's worth. Everybody hang on. Now, for all my fellow train nerds out there, I just want you to know I've seen a number of hot moms here today. So there's hope for you if you're single. I got a hot wife. I'm just trying to help you all out, just to let you know. All right, let's go inside. They got a couple steam locomotives. We're going to take a peek at this. So here we are looking at I believe this is a Southern Railway 280. I don't see the sign with the description on it. Maybe this is it right here. Oh, it is it right here. Well, you know, right in front of me. Get a little information on this one. Built by Baldwin Locomotive Works. It is a 280. Was in service from 1903 to 1953. It was a good long run. Weighs 170,000 pounds, 56-inch drivers, 200 pounds per square inch of boiler pressure. And let's see, 37,485 pounds of tractive effort, which is not much. And evidently this used to be in Clemens, North Carolina, which is up by Winston-Salem. So there's an ex-Illinois Central 080 up in Clemens now. I'm gonna have to go find that. Little engineer right there, kind of give you a good idea how big this is. Now you got to think back in 1903, this thing was probably pretty freaking massive. Now here we got Russian Decapod. It's a 210-0. If I remember right, without reading the thing, I'll walk over in a second. A whole bunch of these were built for for Russia in World War I, and then after the Bolshevik Revolution of 1917, 1918, they didn't ship them, so they sold them to American railroads. This was a Seaboard Airline. Oh man, I know my history. I am awesome. And no, I didn't come over here and read this and then make the recording. But I should have. All right, over here we got Atlantic Coastline 460. They had a lot of these. There's also one in Wilmington, North Carolina at the Railroad Museum down there. It's pretty cool. Used it for passenger service and light freight. And we'll walk around. let's go over here. We'll walk in. We'll go check out the cab. Now, if I fall and bust my ass, I don't want to hear no jokes. No jokes. Oh. So fireman would have sat on the left. Engineer on the right. This right here is your throttle. And that's all I know about. Well, there's some brakes right there. Firebox. Stomp on that. Firebox comes open. Shovel in the coal. That is probably a water gauge for the boiler. That's about all I know. I don't know what passenger car this is, but I believe it's a private car that's just here for storage because I've never seen it before. And we got something else right here. It's pretty nice. I always like these observation cars with the I always like these observation cars with the platforms on the end. Now that's a face only a mother could love. I never understood that phrase until I got older and realized that people got ugly babies. They just think they mostly adorable little things. I don't think so. Now here's something for you modelers out there, you Southern fans. You can make this this boxcar. It's the 200,000th boxcar built by Pullman Standard at its Bessemer, Alabama plant. Now, I don't know about you, but this thing's ugly. See if I can get a good shot over here. Norfolk Southern Caboose, original Norfolk Southern. Yeah, that's a very unique car. Let's see, Norfolk Southern Bay Window Caboose. I think we have a Winston-Salem southbound Caboose over here. We'll go over and look. Everybody's walking around like a bunch of ants. Nobody's paying attention to signs, so why should I? What are they gonna do, kick me out? Psst. Psst. It is Winston-Salem southbound. Oh, they just painted this. This looks pretty fresh. Fresh. The other side of that boxcar for you. Got stuff squished in there, you can't really see that well. How you doing today?
Doing good, you?
Can't complain at all. Let's see. Generator. Walk around. It's kind of boring. I should have just turned it off and walked around, but yeah, I can't see nothing over here either. But it looks good. All right, we've got a Seaboard Airline wooden caboose here from the Virginia Division. Looks like it's repaired in Hamlet. January 1962. Pretty cool. I never thought to look up at the Roundhouse. That's kind of neat. Looks like brick tile work and concrete for the roof. Oh, that's different. Sunlight. Huh. Well, you know. Hold tight till footing's right. Original Norfolk Southern AS16. Got 3 axles per truck. I believe all are powered. I believe it has 1,600 horsepower. You got your brake wheel right there. I think it just looks like a gray brick with wheels. Can't tell me that's attractive to anybody. I think it's ugly. I think this one runs, if I remember right. Still runs. They use it on occasion, if I remember right. Fruit Growers Express car. You run the meat trains or those perishable freights from the 50s, this would have been it. These older cars had ice that went into the tops. And they had huge plants. All the plant did was make ice. And then you had these guys out there just dumping ice into these hatches on each end. And then it literally just kept it cool like an ice box. And an ice box is an old school way to say refrigerator. Before it was refrigerated, you just ice in a box that kept it cold. My grandmother told me that, just so you know. Maintenance away equipment. And we'll go in over here, and there's a bunch of airplanes and stuff. I'll take a quick video and probably. All right, I lied, I will talk. I forgot they had this. North Carolina is the home of aviation. First flight was taken here in Kill Devil Hills, out by Cape Hatteras in 1906, 1907? I don't know, we'll find out here in just a second. This whole area here is all aviation related, with the exception of that recreation of the Raleigh. That is the first, or one of the first airplane simulators. So that was pretty cool. Whole lot of stuff here about the Wright brothers. Oh, 1903. I was a little off. 1903. First flight. I don't remember that being here last time. It's pretty cool. Over there is a, I believe it's an EMD 567 prime mover. And then everything else over there is, like I said, it's all aviation related in that Piedmont area. So if you're into that stuff, that's awesome. Pretty cool. Awesome. All right, got here where the action's at. That's a joke, there ain't no action going on here. But this is where they refurbish a 611. I usually do cars and locomotives here. Got a clinch field Caboose over there right now. Got a bay window Caboose over there doing something with it. Now, if you come here in the wintertime and you're cold, this area has heat. Plan accordingly. And there we have a Southern E8. I don't remember if it runs or not. I'm thinking it might, but I don't remember. I've never known what was inside that door. I still don't know what's inside that door. There's one of my favorite locomotives. Atlantic Coastline E3. I believe it was an E3. Remember when I was a kid, it was in Illinois. Or not Illinois, it was in Wisconsin. When I was a kid in Illinois, this locomotive was in Wisconsin. That's what I was trying to spit out. I don't think it runs, but they bring it out on occasion and pose it. It's like a Seaboard Airline observation car. It'd be kind of cool to ride around in that. I'm not gonna get a good shot of this today at all. Southern GP30. Now I know this runs. They use this on the little excursion around here. And we have a Fairbanks Morse locomotive here. I don't remember what this is. H1244, I think. H12. I don't know. We'll find out. Where's the data plate? All right. Let's go see what's in here. Pretty cool little picture. I wonder if that's Saluda. Large scale locomotive there.
The 1920 census finds Benjamin Whittington working as a section hand
Pretty neat.
for the railroad, with young Winslow working there as an extra force at age 19.
No idea what they're talking about.
In 1940, the National City Directory places Winslow in the position of workman for Southern Railroad.
Alright, I know you guys will like this. Old CTC board. Yeah, normally they have the what is it, the ATCS up here, and but it's obviously down, and the radio feed is up right now. But I'd rather see the ATCS. I can see where all the trains are at. But I guess I don't have to talk about it now. If I remember right, this came off the yeah, this is off the Seaboard Airline. The light's bad, sorry about that. There you go. Yeah, this is Seaboard Airline between Hamlet and Raleigh. Maybe not. Yeah, Fettner. Fettner right here is they're in Cary, North Carolina, about 10 miles or so to the west of Raleigh. And we're coming south. So you got Apex, New Hill, Bonsall, Mary Oaks, Cologne, Sanford. Come down here, you got Vass, Southern Pines, A&R Connection, Aberdeen, South Aberdeen, and then north that's North Hamlet. Yeah, we got I believe this is a SHA Locomotive, and they've been doing some work with it. I believe all those numbers are, oh, never mind. I thought they were something else. I thought they were the thickness of the boiler as they go through and check to see if they can restore it. But it looks like they're doing some work on the stay bolts. So I don't know what they're doing here. I don't know. I'm gonna have to inquire. Check out the inside real quick. See what craziness is going on here in the cab. How would you like to be in this for 12 to 16 hours in the day? Huh. Graham County Railroad Company. That's what it says on there. Like some engine parts. Oh man, they got the Southern FP7 and Caboose on the turntable. You can't see it though. So I wanted to walk through this car here. I don't know what kind of car it is, just passed your car to me. But I think it might have been somebody's private car at one time. And I've been in here before. And the windows are, you can't see crap. My bad. But see some spots here and there. Nice little dining room. Now this would be the way to travel. This would be pretty sweet. And I wish this was open. I love this car. So true story, my wife and my dad and I all came down here about a year or so ago. My dad's getting a little older. We go into this car, we see him at the other end, and then he just disappears. I spazzed out looking for him. Finally found him. And then he got mad at me because I got worried about him. Parents. All right, let's look at some of these dioramas. Now this is pretty cool for all you folks that model urban areas like cities and stuff. It's pretty neat. A lot of detail in there. We'll check this one out. I don't think I paid too much attention to these before. This is a lot of detail. This gives me some ideas. Go down to this one on the end. And you got people on the pond. It looks pretty dirty. But if you look there at the bridge, there's like a little dam right there. Look how it looks. This is probably 3.5 feet by 2 feet. Got some good depth. I like that. I like that a lot. We'll go down here and find something else to talk about.
Every minute of every day, one of America's 600 railway companies rolls a train out of a terminal. Trains carry people, goods, and...
Okay, well, I guess that's it. You got your mail hook. That used to go on the outside of the car. They would go by a pickup point at a depot or something like that, and this would be hung out. This bag would be hung out, and that hook would literally just snatch it off. It's pretty cool. Now, this little video used to show that, but it's stuck on stupid right now, so it's not doing anything. Excuse me.
Look at it. Look at all the mail. It's all mail.
Every minute of every day.
They would sort all the mail, put the mail in the bags, and then when they come to a certain location, the respective bag would be thrown off. So luckily they don't do that anymore. Otherwise, everything would get busted up. Oh, your mail slots, a lot of them. Goodness. Now, if I remember right, the mail attendants that did the mail, they were armed. And they didn't mess around. Kind of an example of what the boxes would look like. I don't remember this being here last time I was here, so that's kind of neat. Kind of gives you a good idea. Look at that, Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Not Fort Liberty, I'll never call it that. Oh, they got it blocked off. I went that way last time. Damn it. Oh, here we go. Back to that private car again. That's just too cool. I'd like to just bring my lunch up here and eat. It'd be kind of sweet. There's a big model. This replica was built in 1933 by H. Dram, a car repairman at the Southern Railway Shops in Ludlow, Kentucky. The detailed model is a representation of the number 10 car, an office car assigned to R.E. Simpson, General Manager, Lines West for Southern Railway. Let you read it for yourself. It's pretty neat. I don't know if it's scale. It's a little too tall, but oh well. A couple more models. Got the 188 mile marker. A couple steam whistles. It looks like some number boards up there. I don't remember seeing them. It's pretty sweet. That was going to this old Army hospital car. Now this is small. This you're claustrophobic, this would be difficult for you. But you got a toilet, so what the heck, right? This is probably for the nurse, unless you were really bad off. Probably wouldn't have been there.
Great struggle and ultimately great victory. Heroes were born on the battlefields of Europe and on the seas and islands.
I don't think I could just sit in here. That don't even look comfortable.
But there was another place where heroes reigned. On the railways that crisscrossed countries and continents.
Knee, they fed a knee.
So they stacked them up 3 high.
And then they would
See
make
the
up
silhouette?
5 chains.
Ghosty.
One would go to New Orleans in Texas.
I was going to try to record some of this video back here, but
On the West Coast. One would
it,
go to Chicago.
you can see it's not looking very
Far
good.
north, like Minnesota. And one would go straight up to New York.
I got a bunch of these cars up at Fort Eustis, Virginia, in the Transportation Museum. If you're ever up around Newport News area, check it out. It's pretty cool.
Their needs were able to be attended to in a single car. Kept warm in the winter with a steam heating system.
And if you're a military modeler, this might work out for you.
Designed for passenger comfort. Even the food won rave reviews.
Our food service was excellent.
Yep, I'm trying to get out your way here. How you doing today? Like a little kitchen. Not too bad. But that little girl told me to get out of her way. Got 6 more bunks right here, so that's what, maybe about 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, 18 patients. I believe we got the other excursion train. We do. I don't know if you see this. It's horrible. I'm walking into the sun. NW at GP9620. It used to be red, but it never was a red bird. Oh, they put in concrete ties in there. It's odd. Yeah, Norfolk Southern sold off a lot of cars from their excursion fleet. Museum bought a bunch of them. Actually, quite a few people on there today. Been doing a lot of work to the cars. They're all painted nice and matched. It looks pretty good. A couple of NW Cabooses on the end there. It's probably my least favorite Caboose ever. Never got into that blue stuff. We'll walk up to the head end and get a couple good pictures. All right, I got sidetracked for a small, real short Caboose tour here. They had one opened up. Very Spartan conditions. Got your conductor's desk. Little bunk. I don't know when he was supposed to take a nap. We've never got an opportunity to. But the conductor was the boss. He was the captain, so he got to do what he wanted, I guess. Make the brakeman stood up there and watch the train. But the good thing is, at least they had a bathroom. I mean, very Spartan, but still, you got to drop a deuce. You got to drop a deuce. And you notice that the chairs flip around, so you can flip this one so that the back is over there. And the cool thing is, at least they put them little bars up there you put your feet to have a little bit more comfort. Old school refrigerator. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. That is the this is the conclusion of episode 1 of Rob's Rambles. A couple key notes here. There are display cars at the parking lot when you first pull in that you cannot miss. If you come in to the side with Barber Junction or the Barber Depot, which I think should be right over my shoulder, I can't quite tell, my glasses are a little dark, but this place is pretty awesome. They got a little bit of everything for everybody. If you like planes, they got them. If you like trains, of course they got them. If you like fire trucks, they got them. You know, if you like history, there's a lot, tons and tons and tons of history here. This place is awesome. I come here a couple of times a year, and in May, I can't remember if it's the beginning of May or the end of May, they have big model railroad show inside the back shop, and the whole thing is just model trains, vendors and layouts, and it's freaking awesome. So my friend Dwight and I have decided to set up a table and display our fantasy locomotives and our fantasy cars and all that. So instead of having an open house at my house, I'm just going to do a display down here with Dwight and maybe a couple other people. David Prass probably be down here as well. And hopefully we all get together. The three of us together be a hoot. Be a pretty good time. But I'm going to ask you to like, subscribe, share the video, leave a comment. And if you come down here, you know, I guess you can have your expectations high because it's a pretty good time. It's a pretty decent time. My kids have liked it. My wife has liked it. My father loved it. And just about everybody I've brought here has had a great time. And most importantly is right across the street from the gift shop is the little Choo Choo hobby shop. So go over there, show them some love and buy something from them. There's also a Mexican restaurant right across the street. A gas station if you need refreshments. They got gifts and oh, they even got trucks out here today, vending trucks, food trucks, whatever you want to call it. So this is a good time for the whole family. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Rob's Rambles, and come back tomorrow and see what I do next on the layout. All right, just left Spencer, and I got up here at the Yadkin River Bridge, and it's a pretty neat little park. You can stop here and you can see the trains cross over. I believe this is 153. I'm not quite sure. I didn't hear him call any signals. And they're going into the yard at Linwood. I got big power, so I know it's not P61. Big Group 6 rebuild. A cool thing they did here, they took the old highway bridge and just made it into a park so you can walk around it, see the trains. So the next signal around the curve here is called Duke. So if you're ever down here watching trains and you hear them calling Duke, they're going into the south side of Linwood. See if we can see some of these cars, figure out what train it is. Could be 12R. If I remember right, they come up out of Columbia still. They used to originate and terminate at Linwood. But in the infinite wisdom of PSR, they shifted down to Columbia. I guess most of the traffic was coming up and they just didn't feel the need to rebuild the train. I don't know. But once again, like, subscribe, share the video, leave a comment. Go check out some of the other videos if you're into model trains, HO scale to be specific. Check them out, see what I do, leave me a comment. Think my video sucks? Tell me it sucks. If you think it's great, tell me it's great. Watch a couple of videos, that's what I really want you to do. Alright y'all, come back tomorrow, see what I do next.